First major U.S. city to require proof of vaccination to eat indoors. And Mayor Bill de Blasio promising to enforce thousands of dollars of fines for businesses that violate that mandate. Here to weigh in, owner of the Brooklyn Chop House and the Brooklyn Dumpling Shop, Stratis Morgofen, and New York City Councilman Joe Borelli. Thanks to the two of you for being here. Stratis, first question to you. Here's what you now need to look for as a restaurant owner. Just one more thing to add to your already busy day. The New York Safe COVID app, New York State Excelsior Pass, CDC vaccination card or photo, NYC vaccination record, or official immunization record from outside NYC or U.S. Look, a lot of those are easily forgeable. Do you have the tools in place to enforce this?
No, that's the issue here, Todd. We have zero. When you go to like a country like Dubai, they have a central database. They can check you in the way they check you in on Open Table. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a pen mark card that 95% of the people are showing us, and they expect us to police this without the proper tools, without the proper technology, and nothing to cross-check it. And now we're going to challenge each guest and say, hey, this is not real. This is from the black market. This is fake. It's impossible to police this thing.
It's real great for customer service interactions as well. Joe, question to you. Look at this. New York City, of course, seeing a huge crime uptick this year. Year-to-date shootings, victims up 7%, shooting incidents up 11%, hate crimes up a whopping 99%. Joe, I feel like I ask you this question once a month. Why does the city continue to bully the good guys while allowing the bad guys to be able to be bad without accountability?
Well, Todd, if it wasn't for double standards, there'd be no standards at all in the de Blasio administration. I mean, we could even take this further and remind the audience that now Bill de Blasio is going to pay $1,000 a month to people who are likely to commit gun violence for just not shooting people. And again, on the other side of the spectrum, you have these generally law-abiding restaurant owners who are now held by the vice grips of city government. And we all know, just like he pointed out, that it's difficult to police and difficult to enforce, but the city will have their clipboard cops out there banging out these poor restaurant owners day in and day out for the compliance on this issue. And Todd, just one more point. We already know from New York government that restaurants only account for 1.4% of the spread. So if that was correct back then, why are we punishing these restaurants again? And if it's not correct, if that number was false, why are we still listening to politicians on what businesses should be locked down?
Great point. Stratis, final question to you. Isn't this just the latest example of a government run by people that have never run a business before and don't understand the burden that this new requirement will place on you, both from a manpower perspective and from a customer relations perspective?
I mean, people that follow me, I've been saying this since last summer, that when you have politicians that never ran a lemonade stand making small business decisions, that's not a good balance. That's not a good combination of making the right decisions. They shut us down during the most celebratory month of the year. And like I just heard, 1.4% has been our worst number. Why aren't they doing this to the big box retailers? Why aren't they doing this to the CVSs? Why aren't they doing this to the other industries? They're always nailing the restaurants where people are safest.
Stratis, I said it the last time you were on. I'll say it again. When the Brooklyn Chop House comes to Times Square, we are all going. Card or no card, I'm getting a T-bone, and I'm going to be happy. Stratis and Joe, we appreciate your time this morning.